Hi, this is Mark. Welcome to Buck Country Woodyard. It's been a while since we've recorded. As you know, I've been fighting battery issues with my GoPros, both of them, and still have that problem. But I didn't want to postpone any longer, so I'm going to film this one with my phone and maybe throw those 2 GoPros in the pond. We'll see. But anyway, good to be back. It's early October, and it's a hot early October day. We had a little stint of cool weather, but now it's hot. But anyway, I wanted to get into some trees I want to clean up. We have this big oak behind me. Let me actually show you. So this oak fell kind of onto the border of this little field we have here, or this big field we have here actually. And I want to clean it up. I'm a little nervous about it. It's got a lot of high weight to it still, if you know what I mean. So it's probably being supported. It's not probably, it's being supported by this. Although back in the timber, the trunk, let's go look at it. I can get to it without getting stuck here. Well, easier said than done. Let me go around a little bit further. So here's where it's foot off. I'll call this a big ass oak. I don't know if that's an official variety we have here in Illinois, but we'll go with that. So the weight is on those branches that are out in the field. Yet I don't know that I want to cut right here either. I think what I'm going to do is try to take some of the weight out front first and kind of reassess. My goal today is not to clean this all up. I have several different chores as always to do out here, but I wanted to get a start on it and just kind of assess it and get it kind of start getting it out of the way. Okay, so what I'm going to try here, that always sounds dangerous, is cut right above where it touched the ground. Well, not right above. But cut above where it's hit the ground. Put it pretty low. So my thought is that if the weight is hung up on this branch quite a bit, it's going to immediately chip and fall down. If it just stays airborne, I can cut a little bit more weight. So we'll see. So I don't know if you could see that well, but it was a good way to test this out, because if you could see it, the weight quickly, the tree quickly shifted, and where I cut, it moved down. So that meant I can't be aggressive about cutting up high like that, or it could be very unsafe. So what I would do, or what I will do, is cut small sections like that, but I'm going to also go to this other part and do the same kind of thing. Just kind of assess it and move, and let the tree kind of slowly kind of come down and take weight off of it, and then maybe I can go back to the trunk at some point then, and then cut from that angle and have the whole tree, get close to the ground. I don't want to be messing with anything up high like that. before we wrap up the video today, I wanted to share a couple of things that I'm savoring. I'll say a couple because since it's been a while since we recorded, I'll share two. One is my lovely wife who supports all my hobbies and me getting to play out in the woods and the cut wood and do all that fun stuff. And her first ride on our tractor, just a photo, and you can't really tell it's her in there, and she probably doesn't want me to put her on the video anyway, but wanted to share this. And then you'll recall from a video several months ago, I guess first of the summer, that we had our first vegetable garden this year. We planted pumpkins. So we had a pretty good result. All these pumpkins here that we're using as our decorations for the fall came from our garden, and we have several more that we've given away, several at the house. So we had a pretty good luck with our first pass in the garden, our first run at the garden, and we learned a lot. So we'll do a better job next year. Now I just got to cut it all down and mulch it up for next year. So, not usually the case with my projects, but this worked out pretty well, exactly like I wanted. Again, the goal is to flop this log around so that I can continue to take some pieces off, like this big chunk that the chain's on right now, and then this here. So, continue to pare this log down, or this tree down, so that I can take it up for processing firewood and clear off this space. As you can tell, we didn't finish, but we made a lot of progress. So this is probably where I'm going to stop the video for today. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. I hope to see you soon. Take care.